Lady Mayneth. It is not far off now. A world in which there is no need for fear. The hour draws near. Our will shall soon be done. First, there is the matter of the Monado. Our victory can only be assured if we destroy the Monado before it's too late. I sense your existence. I know you are alive. Zanza, the hour is upon us. Your time has come.
Shulk. Shulk.
Who's calling my name?
Shulk, you have acquired the ability to glimpse the future. The ability to understand the law of causality as decided by a higher power.
A higher power? Like the Bionis?
Why do you desire to change the future? Why do you wish to act against their will?
I do just as anyone would do. It is natural to want to change an unhappy future. If that is their will, then I choose to fight.
If that is what you wish, Shulk, then you must find your Monado.
My Monado?
Precisely. The one true Monado.
You can't do that. Because you aren't here. Not anymore.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
That was a close one. I mean, how unbiased did we survive that? We seem all right.
I don't know. It could be that we were just lucky, but I'm sure there must be more to it than that.
You were protected by the power of Lady Mayneth.
Who's there?
A Machina. Are you... Vanea?
Vanea? Does that mean you're Mikol's daughter?
I am glad you are safe. Lady Mayneth.
Lady Mayneth?
That face was sent to destroy you. I am truly happy you're all right.
You're lying. Gado would never try and hurt us.
Sadly, his home's memories no longer remain. The current faces are nothing more than weapons, designed to annihilate all life on Bionis.
It can't be.
Faces are created by directly integrating the brainstem and metabolic organs of Homs into Mechon. Memories and emotion are nothing but a hindrance to an effective weapon. However, the early faces were experimental. Many retained memories from their former lives. This prevented them from executing their missions effectively. More recent faces have had all memories of their previous lives completely erased.
Is that because of me?
No, it is not your fault.
Mumkar seems the more likely candidate. His attachment to us was too strong. You could say it caused his destruction.
That sword one and all.
You are correct.
No, it's not true. Oh, my Gado.
Sharla?
Explain it to me. I mean, Why does Egil want to make us into Mechon? What's the reason for all this?
In order to counter the Monado.
I knew it.
The Monado is ineffective against the High-Entier, the Homs, against all races of Bionis. Egil suffered a bitter defeat in the battle 1 year ago. After that, he theorized that he could counter the Monado by integrating organic life from Bionis.
Of course. Initially, the Monado couldn't take a Hom's life.
It can now, though.
It could not harm those who share the blood of Zanza. That was its sole weakness. But Zanza lifted that constraint.
Those who share the blood of Zanza? Who is that giant?
The progenitor of the Homs.
Him?
And once the friend of my brother Egil, before they became sworn enemies. It was Zanza who devastated Mechonis.
What?
Wow! Look at that! Are they the Havres?
They're the latest anti-Mechon weapons, designed by Lorothea and the Ministry of Research. What a glorious sight. The coming together of all the peoples of Bionis.
Yes, sir.
This is how it should always have been. Then perhaps Father would not.
Your Highness.
We are fortunate that Dixon informed us of the enemy's new weapon. Our defenses are ready. Today, we start our campaign against Galahad Fortress. Just beyond the fortress lies the imperial capital of Mechonis. This is a battle to determine not just our own fates, but the future of all life on Bionis. We fight for future prosperity and the glory and honor of all. Troops, advance!
Are you saying that Zanza is to blame for Mechonis' devastation? It's Zanza's sword that I'm using. Does this mean we're enemies? And if so, why are you...
Shulk, calm down.
Sorry, I
will take you to the Mechonis capital, Agniratha.
Is that your plan? Lead us straight to the gates of our enemy? Deliver us into Egil's hands?
It will be quicker to show you than to explain. Then you will understand the history of Mechonis, and the battle between the two titans. Up ahead is a lift that leads to the central factory, within the chest of the Mechonis. The capital, Agniratha, lies just beyond there.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack there. We can actually speed through this area a little bit by... You may have noticed during the fight, but they were not accessible to us. There is little travelators at the side. So we'll use that kind of briefly. Things to unpack in that cutscene. First off, yeah, the second battle of Sword Valley has now started, which means, yeah, if we try to warp to Sword Valley, we can warp to Bionis' thumb, but when we get to about here, we'll be like, oh, it's blocked. Or get as far as this pike. I guess it's that gate that's closed. Oh, you can't skip, so you can, yeah. I think you actually can't even go to Bionis' thumb if it's landslid in from the other side. And the same with Galahad Fortress. That's off limits to us forever now. Yeah, that scene with your man Callion is very cool. This is huge. Just want to hammer that home. This game does really well. I've said it 1,000 times. This game does so well for scale and making these big things seem big and miles away. As we kind of go along the Mechonis thigh here. You'll start getting answers soon. I think we're just about at the stage now when our answers start outpacing questions. Certainly we're moving towards the end of Act 2 now, where a lot of stuff does start being answered. Like, for example, why Vanea referred to Fiora as Mayneth, and why Fiora's eyes keep flashing red, and all of those things which are related. We do very soon start learning about the real background of kind of the early war between the Titans and the history of Mechonis and all of that. And that's all to look forward to. But for now, another thing to look forward to is we are going into one of the areas which has some of my favourite music in it. I say that for every area, but this one is good. It's real good. I'm actually going to look up now where I placed it, because it definitely ranked up highly. So, this is the Mechonis Central Factory, and that's our first landmark in it of the port terminal. This music comes 7th overall for me.
This is the central factory within the chest of the Mechonis. Can you see the ring up ahead? At the base of that ring is a transporter that leads to Agniratha. We must first head there. This place is full of autonomous security, Mechon. Tread carefully.
To the central tower. Go to maintenance entrance 1 because the lift isn't working. Weirdly, there's a portal to Land of Challenge there. And a new challenge has been unlocked. But we can't do it yet because it's level 65, so... I love this music. It has such a good crescendo there. I'm basically just going to follow along and I'm just going to let the music play out a little bit. Because there's not a great deal to talk about for now as we explore. Oh, vision. 2 pieces of black styrene that we needed for Colony 6, worth remembering. And that completes, I guess, find our way to the maintenance wing and see what we can do here. Unfortunately, just as the music gets started, we got stuff to do. But I am just going to let the music still play while I fight Faithful Lancelot here. Bit of a theme you'll start noticing here. Yeah, I think what this piece does really well... Ooh, Machina Sword 2. Or do we already have a Machina Blade on Dunban that's better? Oh, wow, we got a lot of skills unlocked. Charlotte's nearly finished her branches. Ricky has finished that, so let's put him on to Steel Experience. And Fiora's making good progress. Excellent, but I actually wanted to look at equipment. Machina Sword 2 is not as good as the Blade. So, we have the weapon creation panel here. Device for producing weapons. Remember that for later. Is something going to ambush me here? Really feels like it is. But yes, the way this music, it sets a really cool atmosphere at first with the kind of slow part going... And it's really just kind of industrial, which fits with being in the heart of a factory. But that crescendo it builds to with the ba-bum-ba-bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's so powerful, and then it kind of like retreats back and fades again. And it's like the way it comes in waves like that. It's a really cool bit of music and really well done. There's a barrier there, which we need to release. So let's go over and do that. I don't know how much I showed of it. We'll determine that with editing. But that fight against Faithful Lancelot was one of the weirdest things ever. Me and Fiora both died, and Dunban got stuck trying to resurrect us. But because he was heat hazed, he just dodged all of their attacks. So it was a really bizarre kind of mix. And we're a bit of an unusual team here, to be honest. But we're doing actually all right at the moment. Yeah, there's a bit of a thing for Arthurian names in Mechonis, as in from King Arthur kind of stories. Like, for example, if I open this Hangar Access panel, we reveal some faces. And we'll get down to them in a second as well. But let's open this one up here. But yes, you got Galahad Fortress. Galahad being Sir Galahad, one of the Knights of the Round Table. There we had Faithful Lancelot. Lancelot, also another Knight of the Round Table. This opens up two little ways here, and some enemies come out to fight us. There are at least another 2 or 3 Arthurian names of places and or unique monsters on and around Mechonis. I don't know whether that was a intentional thing, whether that carries something through from the Japanese in terms of what those things are named, because I know the names of monsters and places are often different in the Japanese version anyway, or whether it was just whoever's localizing it was like, yeah, we'll just name this after various King Arthur things because that sounds kind of cool. But you will see Arthurian names crop up quite a lot. Fucked up the prompt for that there. And I think I've gone into a chain attack without any elementals ready. Nope, I have got one ready. That's good. Otherwise that would have been deeply embarrassing. You may have noticed, yeah, I'm playing as Melia for a bit. We've had Melia kicking about a fair bit until now. Oh, we are out here at this point. Well, let's Spear Break, just to keep the chain going. Or kill it with a Spear Break, that works too. Yeah, I've used Melia as an AI a fair bit, but I thought it would be good to use her for a little bit just to kind of show things off a little bit. So, these are mass-produced faces. They're the Zord type one, and we'll start encountering more and more of them. These ones are all protecting various collectibles. In the middle is Temporal Gawain, as in Sir Gawain of the Knights of the Round Table. More Arthurian stuff. Anyway, I'm going to try and fight this mass-produced face. They're a very slow enemy, as in they are... They don't do a lot of damage, but they also don't take a lot of damage. They take a while to die. So I'm going to see how we do with it. It might go well, but it might not. It's 3 levels above us, but we are very powerful. So let's see what we can do. Let's Arc Seal it, since we've got Mind Blast up, and then I am just going to do another Elemental, and then fuck it, let's launch into a chain attack and see what happens. We're in decent nick. So let's start with... Oh, fuck it, let's do an Elemental. I was going to potentially do a Mind Blast, but... Yeah, I wasn't sure whether Dunban would have Thing Ready or not. Oh, let's just kill it with drones. Bang, 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 bang. I was talking about that being a potentially difficult fight. We actually... Fiora took 1 hit, and that was it. That was way easier than I expected to. Right, this is also fucking grim. Bloodstained face. A face covered in what looks like blood conveys the sadness of war. Every mass-produced face you fight, and you have to remember, they're all Homs. There's a bloke in all of them who's had their memories wiped, which is horrific, and you just kill them all, and at the end you get their blood-stained face at the end of all of them. It is awful. I'm going to fight these guys as well briefly, but I can turn the camera off for that. Ooh, speed frame might be better than what we're rocking at the moment. I'm trying to avoid, to a huge extent, doing equipment as I'm going along. Instead, I'm just going to try and just set down, because I'm quite well optimized at the moment. I'm just going to try and sit down at certain points and be like, okay, let's change everything up rather than doing it as and when, because otherwise it'll take forever. Down here, we get a surprise quest. Eliminate the backup, defeat the beautiful Vagul in the storage depot. This can be a real messy fight, and I'm going to focus on Vagul himself. He's got a spike, and I'm going to hope that we're going to kill him before that becomes a problem. We'll find out for sure. There's a lot of enemies here as well, which can be good and bad. I'm going to use, as I say, I'm going to use melee in the first instance, and then we'll see where we go from there. Let's get, once everyone's ready, let's fire up a chain attack, because this can be quite nice, at least for, I don't want you to get that. It's one of the annoying things about Melee is she gets all up in their grill for a chain attack, so she's close enough to use arts if she wants to. Ooh, we've got him toppled, so that's quite good. Oh, I was hoping I had drones ready. I do not have drones ready, but that should still be fairly powerful. Oh, and I'm out of bloody elemental as well. Let's keep the chain going with Spear Break again, and I can keep him toppled. Oh, I can get a fight. This might kill him. This might just straight up kill the crab with a 5x Blossom Dance. That was absurdly powerful. Well, that completes Eliminate the Backup already, and I think, was it giving me a prompt to extend the chain? Well, who knows if it was or not. It looked like it was. I guess that could have been a record-breaking chain right there. We still got a lot of things here. It's as I say, messy. But yep, hit hard and fast, and his spike is not that bad. It's a topper spike or is it counter spike? I think it's a just a counter spike. Oh my god, there's so many enemies here. Right, let's do something stupid. Oh no, that's not, because we're getting a vision. What is this? Someone's attacking Melia. Someone's going to kill Melia. Oh, don't do that. Oh, someone has killed Melia. Strong, solid. In fairness, I wasn't supposed to have this much attention. Wow, a lot of people are missing Dunban. Oh, it's doing that thing again where he literally just can't get through to me to save me, which is slightly obnoxious. Right, okay. Oh, I was going to do the stupid thing again, but I think I'm going to get killed before I can do the stupid thing again. Feel Bash. What a stupid name. Let's warn Fiora. Fiora, gun drones, please. This should be good. Oh, that was spicy. And then I'm going to fire up a Mind Blast, which will hit everyone as well. That's the dangerous thing. Oh, Fiora's dead, and I've launched into a chain attack. Oh, we're going to so die here? Ooh, let's do another Mind Blast. Fuck it. Not going to take full advantage of the chain, but don't necessarily need to. Need to just deal damage to everyone as fast as possible. We got a fair chunk of the talent gauge up from doing a murder in the chain attack, which is good. So we can bring Fiora back up. No, we can't bring Fiora back up, but I can be brought back up, which is good. Let's focus on this guy as much as we can. We just need to be able to have enough stuff to revive if needed. But Dunban has got the aggro, which is good. And I'm just going to summon some elementals back here safely. Because I can't really stand to draw aggro, is the main thing. And there we go. That was a weird fight. That fight can go very dangerously if you hang around for any extended period, is basically the risk there, is that the longer you're in that fight, just the worse it gets for you. Hence, you've got to hit hard and fast, take down beautiful Vagul as quickly as you can, and then once he's dead, you'll probably be alright with the rest of them. Whew, that was just a real brain on the old drain. Good one, idiot. Let's grab some of these collectibles while we're here. Obviously, oh, this prick's gonna summon for help. Yep, he is. Right, let's kill these guys first, and then I'll continue what I was gonna say. Ooh, a gold chest. It's not supposed to drop that necessarily. Nothing great, nothing terrible. But yes, we are of course in a new area, so I've got a new suite of collectibles as well, and it's quite a big suite of collectibles. because the central factory is quite a large area. But yeah, Fiora absolutely just saved the day there with gun drones, just because when you're crowded like that, between Dunban's Soaring Tempest and Fiora's gun drones, boy, you can clear out an area so well. Oh, there's a collectible over there as well. Brilliant. There's 3 surprise quests found throughout the central factory, all of which, like that one, are kind of somewhat off to the side. Okay, one of them is pretty hard to miss, but 2 of them are quite missable. And they're some of the most commonly missed quests in the game when people are going for 100%. So I will, of course, be... Well, of course we wouldn't know, because I'm pointing out every single quest in the damn game. But now we are going a bit higher into the central factory. I absolutely love the whole way it looks in the colour palette of like that glowing foundry down there with all those like pistons pumping away. It gives me mild, like, right, weird thing to say, but it gives me mild Clock Tower Hill from Super Monkey Ball vibes, which is a strange one. I think on this point we will hold it here. Thank you everyone for watching. This episode we have escaped from Jade Face and come here to the Mechonis Central Factory. Next episode we will be properly breaking into the factory itself. Thank you very much, and good day.